Okay, today I want to talk about why Jeff Bezos is not your enemy. Uh, so, at first, I want to start off with a little thought experiment just to kind of help move things along. So, first, either close your eyes, keep them open, whatever. Just imagine one rock in your head. It could be any color, any shape, any size. Just one rock. Okay, you got that in your head now. Now picture two rocks. Now you can do that pretty easy, right? Two rocks. Now let's go to five rocks. You picture about five rocks in your head. That's doable. You see them. They're laid out, maybe in a pattern, whatever. But when we get to around 10 rocks, it starts to get a little muddled. You kind of just have an idea of maybe a small pile of rocks or something. And especially when we go 20 rocks, you're definitely not counting all 20 in your head or even imagining it. So when we talk about these extravagant numbers like thousands and millions and billions, even gazillions, it's not a reality. So in terms of Jeff Bezos, he's worth what, $200 billion? What does that even mean? Is he like Scrooge McDuck swimming through coins in his estate? Or is he you can't buy enough houses, enough cars, that he couldn't spend that much money ever. And he's not a Lex Luthor, he's not an enemy. Even though he looks, kind of similar, and they didn't script that. But Jeff Bezos, more plays a role. He's more of a, not necessarily an actor, but he is to some degree. He's put in these positions, right? Because $200 billion is an unfathomable concept. It's these made up fiat money, digital, little numbers on a screen, and it gives ideas of power. But if you look at, I've made good money before. I've been poor and broke. And right now I'm sustaining pretty well off very little. And I'm super happy. I eat all organic food, fruits and vegetables, just like the best of life. I'm in the sunshine all the time. You can't further that with money. That is the ultimate goal, is this self-reliance. People say, well, I'm not spiritual. And you are spiritual. You are spirit. There's no way around that. So whether you embark on it or practice your humanly functions and powers to the greatest extent is on you. But you are spirit. So everyone is spiritual. So with the Bezos and the money thing, so let's do another thought experiment. So let's take let's equate $1 to a second. So it'd be 60 seconds. So $60 would equal 1 minute, right? So I'm going to quiz you real quick, and you won't get it. I've asked this to millions of people. Not millions, but a lot of people, and no one ever gets it. It's pretty entertaining to ask people, though. But so, how many seconds do you think is $1 million? So whether that be $1 million or 1,000,000 seconds, how many hours, days, weeks, months, years, whatever? How long do you think 1,000,000 seconds is? Now, if you're trying to do any math right now, I'm telling you, it's not going to work. So if you can just even try to fathom, the answer is around 12 days. A little less, but it's 12 days would be 1,000,000 seconds. So if you think of someone who's a millionaire, they own about 12 days of time, right? So I think I might have missaid that, but it's 12 days. So 1,000,000 seconds equals 12 days. So then you talk about a billionaire. So from a millionaire that most of us can't fathom even, to a billionaire. How long do you think is a billion seconds? So a billion seconds is, 1 second for every the hours, month, years. What do you think? A billion seconds is 31, almost 32 years. So the difference between a millionaire and a billionaire is 12 days to 32 years. And you look at the average income, middle class even, poor, these are fractions of seconds. And what is Jeff Bezos owns, that would be, he's like 200 billion, so times 32 years, so that's over like 6,000 years of time he owns. Like, it's not a real thing. This isn't real. This doesn't buy him any more happiness. It doesn't take away any happiness from you. There's a self-reliance we have to get back to, right? So there's this self-reliance, and Jeff Bezos isn't taking away that self-reliance. If you can be content sitting with yourself, like I am right now, just how long can you be content? Can you sit there all day? That's another reason why, like, fasting is such a good way to bring yourself back to the center, is because you don't need to rely on anything. You don't need to eat today. You don't have to go hang out. You don't have to drink. You don't have to smoke. You don't have to do any of these things. You can just sit and be with yourself and be happy. And once you can do that more and more through meditation and practicing and tons of different spiritual practices, you'll find that you are more content with your day-to-day small tasks. And just be able to love life as much as Jeff Bezos' $200 billion. This crazy concept. So I just wanted to put this out there because I hear a lot of people really getting angry, and it's hard not to sometimes, but it's all a divine reflection. It's not Jeff Bezos. Eat well, my friends.